Hey y'all, I know it's been a long time coming and I am so sorry. I'm like becoming the most inconsistent YouTuber possible, but I'm trying. I'm really trying to upload like once every 2 weeks at least, but the struggle is real. Life happens, if I'm being completely honest, and I just can't adjust to working a full-time job and being a YouTuber. Like, it's very, very complicated, but I did not forget about you guys. I'm not just gonna disappear on you guys like a lot of other YouTubers do, because I'm loyal, there's a little bit of loyalty. You'd at least get a goodbye video before I just dipped off. So just know that if I'm taking a little time to come back, it's just because, life got me in a chokehold. I'm gonna keep it real. That's what the hell is happening. So right now, y'all already know from the title of the video, from the pictures on the video, I'm showing you guys how I install my wigs from beginning to end. All right, so I did get very, very good at braiding, cornrowing my hair back and doing foundation braids and all of that. And I'm very proud to say it took me about 4 installations before I really got a good hold on it. Maybe like 3 to 4, but basically, like, my braiding, my cornrowing on myself is so good now. I can cornrow on somebody else, but when I tell y'all, braiding on yourself is a different type of thing. It hits different, big time. So basically, I feel comfortable enough to show you guys how I braid my hair now. Basically, when you're braiding and you're braiding back, with each as you're braiding down, you have to just make sure you're gathering your natural hair too, and you're just parting out small sections so that the braid is not loose and it still flows down and it doesn't end up twisting or whatever. So as long as with each braid down, with each plait you are grabbing hair to continue, then you will be perfectly fine. And when you start off the braid, you have to do 1 to 2 plaits without grabbing any hair to start braiding down, to make sure that the braid is, there. Because if you just start braiding immediately, your braid is not going to be strong enough. All right. So as you guys see, it's looking real good. This is my foundation braid. And when I say foundation braid, I mean that as in, like, I have to have this braid in order to do my installation, because I do not put elastic bands. I don't use the clips, none of that, because I feel like that is tension. That's heavy tension on your hairline and stuff, and it doesn't really make your wig secure, in my opinion. So I do braid I have an anchor braid, so that braid that I just finished, and then this braid that I'm doing is my anchor braid, and I sew onto this braid in the back portion of my head, and this just really makes my wig secure. Like, it's not going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. No roller coaster, no nothing. No nothing. You can pull on this hair a little bit, don't get crazy, but you can pull on it and everything, and it's not going nowhere. So I definitely love and can appreciate this method, and it also keeps the tension, like that tension. I've seen so many people balding because their elastic band is sitting on their hair and it's just rubbing against that particular place on their scalp, and it's just not okay. Like, it's not okay. So just, guys, take care of your hair. This is temporary. I be keeping my wigs on for 2 weeks. The most I'll keep them on for is a month, with a reinstallation after 2 weeks. Like, I don't know how people literally wear wigs all the time and do not take care of their hair. It does not make any sense to me. But listen, if that's how y'all rocking, then that's how y'all rolling. I'm just saying. So basically, yeah, I'm just showing you guys how I'm gonna show you guys how I do one side of my head, and then I'm gonna come back to the camera, and I'm gonna show you how I connect all the braids in the end, and I sew it all up, and I get it tight and ready for the installation. All right, so basically, I know I really just made a YouTube video about the pros and cons of wearing wigs, which is still valid. The only reason I'm wearing a wig now is because my skin, the discoloration of my skin from where my frontal used to be sitting on my hairline, is now back to normal. It looks well. I feel like wearing a wig for 2 weeks won't kill me, so that's just what I did. This is a reinstallation of a wig that I wore on my birthday in August. I just switched out the frontal, and that switching out the frontal alone will freshen up your unit. So that's what I did, and now it's ready for reinstallation. So that's what's happening. Ignore the background. Like, my room is a complete disaster. I literally just washed all those makeup brushes back there. I was dyeing hair, so that's what's in the corner. Like, it's a freaking hot ass mess. But don't judge me, because I wouldn't judge you, I don't think. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking because I've been going in. So I'll be back in a few to talk to you guys. Alright, so a little more background for you guys. The glue that I'm using is water resistant glue. It is clear, which is a confirmation that it's water resistant. If the glue says it's water resistant and it is not clear, it is white, that means it is water based. There's no way possible that it could be water resistant. So basically, I am trying a black owned water resistant adhesive, and I have had it on. I've had this unit on for about a week and a half. I'm going to show you guys pictures at the very end of the video of what the unit currently looks like, and I will say that it's holding up really well. After about a week and a half, my frontal is like lifting near the ear tabs in most cases, but that's not really happening with this one. And you know, I really like it. I feel like maybe if I install it a little better, it could last maybe like 3 weeks. But in reality, I cannot keep any I can't keep a wig on for more than 2 weeks because I have to wash my hair. My scalp be trying to it be yelling at me, whispering curse words, and I don't appreciate it. So I do have to wash my hair every 2 weeks, or I'm gonna I will lose my mind. I'll be scratching my head like I got, you know, lice or something, and that's not cute. So that's it. So basically, for my foundation, I do 10 braids all together, so 5 on one side, 5 on the other, and that's it. I have a really small head, so if you want to add more braids, you can. Not only is my head small, my hair is also very fine, so if I wanted to add more braids in, it would kind of be pointless. So as long as your foundation is flat and it's not bumpy, then you will be perfectly fine. Don't stress it. So yeah guys, I was supposed to post this video last week, but let me tell you something. It took me forever to make the closing clip of this freaking video because I couldn't sit down and record it for the life of me. And yeah, that's just basically it. I'm so sorry. I feel like I apologize so much in my videos now, but I'm trying to get better, I promise. But yeah, the hair that I'm using in this video is going to be from Kendra's Boutique. I freaking love and adore their hair. It's 30 inches straight, and it's 4 bundles used to make the unit. I made a video of me making my own wig unit, and the frontal is 24. It's either 22 or 24 inches. So and it's an HD frontal, so you know, yeah, that definitely also helps with the installation. If your hair is of a good quality, then it takes half of the load off of your shoulders. So yeah, don't try to shortcut with it. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys continue to watch, and I'll be back in a few.
Yeah.
Alright, so when I am starting off my braids, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I do use the styling jam, and that's just my edges are really soft, really fine, so I have to use it in order to ensure that I'm grabbing as much hair as I can, because those flyaways end up disappearing. If you put on a wig and your hair in the front is not gathered up and tucked away, it will not exist when you take that unit off. That unit is going to take those hairs with it. All right. And that's not what I want. I don't want that for me, and I don't want that for you guys. So do better, pay attention. And, if you can't grab those hairs, then have somebody else braid your hair for you. Just saying. Word of advice.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so this is the final braid. So right now, as you guys see, I'm gathering that braid that I already did, and I'm putting it in with the middle piece of hair. So you know when you plait, you have 3 pieces of hair. I'm putting it with the middle one, and then I'm braiding down, and I'm just, you know, carrying on like a regular day. But I must say that really it is very important that you put that braid, that already completed braid, in with the middle strand that you are braiding down with, because that makes it be secure in the middle of that braid. Okay, it took me a very long time to understand that and to, like, you know, like be able to do it, because it's not easy. But if you do it the correct way, then it just really helps with your braids and make sure that they're not falling apart after you wash them, or you know, it just helps with the life of it. So right now I'm sewing the braid onto the other braid just so that my hair is out of the way. I went through the thread, and I'm going under, and I'm just going around to just, you know, lock everything in place and get that braid out of the way so that I can start on my wig cap. So I don't know guys, like I really tried to be as detailed as possible with this portion of the video, but this video would be super long if I slowed this down and explained in super detail, and I don't know. So if you guys really want to get a more detailed version of me braiding my foundation down, then I can, in a slowed down version, but it won't be combined with the wig installation, just for, you know, time's sake. So right now I'm oiling my scalp, and then I'm going to go back in with grease. Yeah, you heard it, grease. I tried just using oil one time, and my hair ate that up. It ate that up. Yeah. So I decided that grease is a little heavier. It'll withstand, you know, a little bit longer, because I would literally have to lift my wig up after a week of having it in, and then reinstall oil or whatever, and that's kind of annoying. And it also risks you lifting your frontal a little unnecessarily. So yeah, I just go back in after applying the grease, and I'm adding in the grease, and after I go back in after adding the oil, and I add in the grease, and that's that. So now I'm just cleaning up my my forehead and getting rid of any excess oils. And then this is the skin protectant, and also the brand, so it's called Luxuo. I'm gonna insert the link in my description. No, this is not sponsored. I wish it was. I bought this with my own coins, just because I needed to try something different than, you know, the Erica J. It's a good brand, but my skin is too oily. I don't know what's wrong with me. My forehead be bugging. So yeah, I need something that was water resistant, oil resistant, you know. So now I'm just going in with the Bold Hold Gold Bond. I believe that's the name of it. And I'm using this instead of using Got to Be Glued spray, because Got to Be Glued, I believe, was breaking off my edges. So as I mentioned earlier, I have really fine edges, and the Got to Be Glued did not give a damn about that. Yeah, a little hood rat session. My phone was on shuffle, and boy, like I was vibing. So throughout this video, you guys will hear what I be listening to, because I thought it'd be entertaining. Alright, enough of my shenanigans. It's time to put this wig cap on. And of course, I play all day, acting like I'm robbing a bank. I don't know what the hell that was. Ignore me. Alright, so now I'm just going to cut holes where my eye is supposed to be trying not to cut my eyelashes off because, baby, we need these. So, yeah, I'm just doing that so that I can see, because how I'm supposed to do this blind? I'm not a pro, and this ain't no type of, I don't know, game show, so I need my vision. So, yeah, I do that, and then I end up cutting out a spot for me to breathe because I need to breathe or I'm gonna die. Like, do I have to explain this to you guys? Basically, yeah, I'm just looking like cops and robbers for a little bit. Could you imagine, like, UPS ringing your doorbell and you have to answer the door at a time like this? Embarrassing. But basically, I'm cutting out my ear tab, my ear hole as well. And this is just gonna allow me to make sure that my wig cap is flush to my skin, even next to my ear area. So now I'm going in with, I believe this is a palette from freaking, damn, what's the name of the brand? It is called Crown Case. So yeah, I don't have a foundation that, well, I don't have a powder foundation that really matches, so I decided to use this. It's literally an eyeshadow palette, but I don't see myself ever using this color. So yeah, I decided to use that because I was desperate. Let's be honest, I was desperate. So I'm just spreading that across the entire wig cap to make it get a little closer to my skin tone. And oh yeah, by the way, this is not a wig cap. I'm pretty sure you guys noticed that already. It's definitely a knee high. So I ended up using a knee high because another YouTuber said it'd be a great idea, and I believed her, and it kind of does work very well. So basically I'm using that and in a size large. So I just went to Walgreens, picked up some knee highs large, pulled it over my head because that's what normal people do. So now I'm just, you know, doing that until I'm satisfied. Then I'm going back in with the Bold Hold Liquid Gold, and I'm putting it along my hairline because, once again, I'm using this instead of using Got To Be Glued spray. And yeah, so I'm basically just doing that, and then I'm gonna let it dry. Well, I'm lying, I'm gonna blow dry because I'm patient on cool, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys when it's time to, you know, snip cut that away. Yeah. Right, so I did do one coat of the Bold Hold, and right now I'm just cutting away. So make sure you do not tug on your skin, because what was the point? If you're gonna be tugging on your skin, why did you put the Bold Hold that way? Why'd you put it there? So yeah, it doesn't make sense. So basically, I'm just cutting, trying to allow myself to breathe because low-key, it was choking the hell out of me. So I'm just going to continue to cut as close to my hairline, but not on top of my hairline because, once again, you're trying to protect your hairline. So I'm getting close to it to kind of replicate my actual hairline so I don't look too bizarre to the outsiders. And then I am going to put some, you know, some of the adhesive on my skin and the cap just to, you know, get the party started. This is me being excited that I actually look bald. Like, who would have thought in 2021 females would be out here making bald caps and getting excited over it? You couldn't have told me that. So now I'm just, you know, cutting everything, and then I'm going to cut the back off and I'm going to sew it onto those braids just because it's just better this way. Typically in my other videos I have cut the thing in half and that's just how I dealt with it, but this time I really did not feel like doing that, so I did this. It's a little lazier, but it still gets the job done. So I'm gonna do that, and then we can actually install the wig. Boy, so many steps before you can actually slay and lay it, but all very necessary steps. Alright, so right now I am putting the wig, lining it up with the back of the nape of my neck, and I'm beginning to sew down the wig. So basically I just sew onto my anchor braid, alright, and I make sure I'm going underneath the cap, and whenever I am going up, say a track is in the way, I go under the cap to get to the area that I'm trying to sew down, and then I just go through it, and then I'll just sew down on it regularly. So that's just very important. So I'm just showing you guys how I get it done. It might seem tedious, but this is what it takes. All right, if you don't want to pay somebody to do it for you in, I don't know, 45 minutes. It took me like 2 hours to do this, but it's way better than doing knotless braids, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, that's ultimately what ended up happening. I didn't feel like doing knotless braids, so I ended up just doing a wig. So basically, you guys see right now, I am going underneath the wig cap, and then I'm like feeling for where I want to go, and then I'm going through the band to get in position again, and then I'm sewing through the braid and the cap at the same time, if you get what I'm saying. Because if you just continuously sew up, you're gonna end up bundling your wefts. Like, you're gonna end up like mushing it together and making it feel and look funny. So it's best to go underneath and reposition your needle to the local area that you're trying to sew down, and then to go through the band and the braid at the same time. Child. So now that that's done, I'm going around my hairline and I am doing little indentations to show myself where the glue is necessary and where it's not. This just helps you not waste product and not have to go back in with alcohol or glue remover to clean up excess when it was completely avoidable. So basically that's what I do. Right now I'm trying to smudge that line out a little bit. And it is finally time to get the party sorted. All right, so yeah, I am gonna put a dot, and then I'm going to use the spatula, and I'm going to slide the product across. So when you are using this adhesive, you have to do very thin layers. I am very heavy-handed. I could have done this a little thinner, which could have added to the longevity of this unit. But you know, I don't know, practice makes perfect. Using silicone glues, water resistant glues like this is very, very hard. It's not for the weak. So I will definitely say just practice. Do not rush. Do small sections. Do what you got to do, because if you mess up at this portion of this video, you're going to be pissed of yourself. All right, like basically at this point, if you put down that wig and it doesn't look how you want, you're going to have to take it off. You're going to have to wash the glue. You're going to have to wash your hair. Baby, just relax. Take your time. So that's basically what I did. And I only did 2 layers. You can do 3, but I did 2. And that was it. I do wish that I would have definitely did it thinner, because when I applied it, I did have a little bit of a white residue from the glue itself that could have been completely avoided. But you know, like I said, live, learn, carry on. Alright, so I did finish laying it down. I did push it down off camera. Sorry, did not include that clip. And then I just blow dry it on cool for 15 minutes. And this is how it came out. So like I said earlier, there was a little bit of a white. And that just means that I used excessive product in that area. And yeah, so this is just what happens. And if you want to avoid this, just do thin layers. So basically I am just plucking the hairline to make it look a little more, you know, like my actual hairline. Don't want to look too crazy out here, giving Wolverine, giving much, what's that guy? Sasquatch? No, don't want that. So, yeah, it's actually completely normal to go back in and plug your hairline just to make it look a little more natural. Do not be scared. Who's going to judge you? Don't really matter at the end of the day, as long as you look how you want to look when you leave your house. So basically I'm just doing that, and then I'm gonna cut the baby hairs. Then I'm gonna use some mousse from Tresemme, and I'm gonna lay that down, and then I'm gonna use my band to you know, mold it, and I'm gonna blow dry it again, you know, for another 15 minutes. And then once that is done, then I am done. So this is the baby hair step. So with the baby hairs, I do suggest cutting your baby hairs very short. I did that. And now I'm just going in with some mousse, and I am applying it, and then I'm going to brush it into my baby hairs to my liking before setting it and, you know, attempting to melt it. So that's basically all there is to it. I really liked how it came out. I did learn a lot from doing it this way. I would definitely suggest trying this brand if you really want a waterproof adhesive. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link to the website and the woman's Instagram, because, you know, support Black businesses. So check it out. She's doing big things, and she deserves more, you know, notoriety. So basically that's all, and I'm gonna let you guys, you know, continue watching me cut my baby hairs and be super meticulous. So yeah guys, this is how it turned out. It looks really cute. It looks super shiny, really full, not too full. And you know, I'm gonna show you guys some more clips of how it looks after being styled and after about a week and a half of wearing. Alright guys, this is how it looked after being worn for almost 2 weeks. Alright, it's still giving very much laid. It's very pretty. It looks very nice. Yeah, and this is the length. This is how long it really looks on me. 30 inches of hair, and I'm 5'4", so you know. And I'm just showing you guys really the hairline a little slower, a little more in depth. And I can say that I really love this hair. I love this style. The adhesive is phenomenal. So yeah guys, definitely check it out. The link is going to be in my bio, and I'm going to show you guys how I wore it for Thanksgiving. This is how it was yesterday. And you know, ignore my makeup. I have a little more blending to do on my right eye, but you know, I figured it out before I left. But this is the hair after being wand curled with the Chi wand curler. And you know, that's it guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. You know, subscribe, comment, like, all of that good stuff, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.